Gumroad is a great option for selling your digital products. If you saw my last video on Etsy, you would see that I pulled all of my products from Etsy and I moved over to Gumroad. And honestly, it was a really good decision. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how to set up a Gumroad shop and start selling digital products. If you've never heard of Gumroad, it is a digital product selling site. You can also sell physical products, but I find it easier to just sell digital products. So step one is pretty easy. All you have to do is sign up with a username and password. I don't feel the need to show you that since it's pretty simple. I think you can figure it out. But I can take you through what the back end of Gumroad looks like and through all of these tabs and show you everything that's important in the back end of Gumroad. You have this nice getting started checklist so you can kind of see what first steps you need to take. The next thing you have is your best selling products here. So it'll tell you the sales, the revenue, how many visits you got, and about your sales. The next thing down here is your activity, just pretty much everything that you have sold. The products tab shows you information about all of your products, your revenue, your customers, and then this is all the products that I have live or not live on my Gumroad page. The Discover tab tells you if your products are being recommended by Gumroad or not. We'll talk about that a little bit later in the other Discover tab, and it tells you the revenue that you've gotten from Discover. My products are pretty much unlisted. This one's apparently published on the Discover tab. I didn't put it there, so this tab is not something that I really use. And then affiliated is if you are affiliated with any products on Gumroad, that's where that will show up. The post tabs here is something that I don't use. I've never personally read a post from anybody on Gumroad. I don't even know how to read posts from people on Gumroad. And you can do some workflows and drafts, which is something that's really cool, but something that I don't personally need. I believe if they follow you, you will get their email and then you can send out kind of like an email list to your followers. I don't really need that because I have my own email list. And like I said, posts, I don't understand the whole post thing. I've put one up apparently a long time ago now. This is here if you want to check it out. I don't personally though. The audience tab will tell you information and names about the customers that have bought from you. So I'm not going to go into that tab in order for privacy, but there's pretty much nothing there. You can figure it out. The analytics section is as expected. This is all of your analytics. It will show you the views that you've gotten and the revenue, the sales, and it will show you where your stuff is getting referred by and your customers. It's pretty cool because you have a few tabs up here, so you can choose daily or monthly. You can select different products and you can also select the dates. So I think that's a cool section. Payouts is pretty self-explanatory. It tells you all the money that you've been paid out. Now this Discover tab is interesting. This is essentially the search section on Etsy. So you can go through here and search for specific products. I don't usually use this tab in Gumroad. If I am buying something from Gumroad, I'm using a direct link from the person I'm buying from, but this is where your things will go and be recommended in. If someone were to search like pin template, mine I don't think it's going to show, even though it's technically in the Discover tab because it's me. It doesn't need to show it to me. Oh, actually, no, it does. Okay. That wasn't there last time I looked. So yeah, mine is being shown in the Discover tab. I haven't made any sales from the Discover tab because I'm not sure how many people actually use this. And I believe you also make less money from the sale if someone buys from the Discover tab here. And then if we go back here, everything else is pretty self-explanatory. Library tells you all of the things that you have bought, and then help settings, and you can get to your profile or your own affiliates here. If you want affiliates to be able to be enabled for specific products, you can share out your affiliate link and you can enable affiliates for all of your products. But if you go to your profile, it will take you to what people will see on your profile, and then you can go into your products from there. Now let's talk about creating your first digital product. And this is really a hard topic to talk about because it is so broad. There are so many different types of products that you can sell. It's all about finding what your audience likes to buy and you like to create. The products I currently sell are a blog digital content calendar, a social media digital content calendar, Pinterest pin templates, and a course. So how do you figure out what products you should try and sell? This may come as a shock to you, but you need to put out free, valuable content first, which may sound counterintuitive. If you put out a bunch of free content and you give away all of your secrets for free, who is going to buy from you? But the thing with that is there are a few problems if you just start putting out paid content before you put out the free content. If you're just starting out, chances are your audience is small or you don't have an audience at all. So if you don't have an audience, you essentially have no one to sell to anyway. meaning that putting out a paid product won't matter because there will be nobody on the other end to buy it. On top of that, if you put out any paid product and you don't have an audience, you're not even sure if there is a market out there for that product, or if your audience even wants to buy that product because there's no one to tell you if they need it or not. So again, you'll be wasting your time. Another thing is you need to think of the viewer or the reader first. If you start to sell things hoping someone will buy from you, but you haven't built trust with your audience, chances are no one's going to buy that product anyway. For example, with me, I have been posting about Pinterest consistently for essentially the last 2 years now. People see every week that I know what I'm talking about, and they've used my strategies and gotten results with their own account. So when I put out Pinterest pin templates, people know that they are going to convert and they're going to work. Or for example, with my services, people are willing to hand me over hundreds of dollars a month for me to handle their Pinterest account because they know that I know what I'm talking about. One of my top selling products is my Pinterest pin templates, and my top selling service right now is my pin management. But why is that? It's because I give all of this valuable information away for free. I don't put many secrets behind a paywall. I give away a lot of things for free. I show people my process for making pins. I show people how to grow their Pinterest account. And I make these sales because people trust me. Some people may not want to learn how to do those things for themselves. Maybe they don't have any time, or they've tried it and it doesn't work, or they have no interest in learning. That's where I come in. And you want the same for your audience, but you need to grind out free, valuable content before you can start putting out the paid content. Once you've consistently put out valuable content and you have an idea of what you want to create, there is still a ton of work to do, like deciding what type of digital product you want to create. There are so many options out there. Ebooks, courses, printables, digital downloads, and templates, just to name a few. How do you decide what is going to work best with your audience? You could try asking them. When I put out my Pinterest Simplicity course, I asked my YouTube audience, what would you like to see from me? An ebook or a course on Pinterest? I put out a poll on my community tab and they told me they wanted a course, so that is what I released. The next method may surprise you, but this is what I'd like to try out in the future as well. Give away a freebie in the format that your future product will be. Hear me out on this one. For example, let's say you want to release an ebook in the future, but you're not sure if your audience will even like an ebook. Create a mini offer of an ebook and give it away for free on your site. Make it something that they have to opt into your email list to get, and see how many people will sign up. If you get a lot of signups, you know that people are into ebooks, and not just into ebooks, they're also into the topic that your ebook is about. And you have their email to show who signed up for that ebook. You can test out a few different types of freebie products and collect emails and data on what type of products are going to resonate best with your audience. And from there, you can decide what type of product to create. The best part about this method is when you are done, you are going to have an email list full of people who you know like ebooks on a certain topic. So when you release a paid ebook that is better than the free ebook you gave away, you can email them and say, hey, here's an ebook on this topic. I think you'll like it. And chances are people will buy it. One other test that you can do is affiliate market different types of products. It's kind of the same thing here with the last method. If you know you want to release a course in the future, affiliate market for a course that is on a similar topic to what you want to release a course on, or just any course in general really, to get some feedback on what type of content your audience likes. You can offer a range of affiliate products on your site. Wait and see what is the most popular selling option, and then you'll know if your audience even likes that type of digital product. And then if you have an offer or a blog post that converts, what you can do when your course, product, ebook, whatever comes out is you can replace that affiliate link with your product instead and see if it converts just as well. Because you already know the blog post converts, you can just insert your link there instead of the affiliate link to make some sales for your product. This is what I did when I released my Pinterest course. I used to recommend a Pinterest course, and instead now I just went through and deleted all those links and recommend my course instead. Because the point here is to figure out what medium people enjoy the most. Some people like courses only, some people like books only. So you want to see what is going to do the best with your audience, because the information in it can remain the same. It just kind of depends on how you present it. I'll go over how to create a digital product in another video because that is a huge topic, but for now I'll show you how to post your digital product on Gumroad. So you first go to the products tab and you click on new product. You can name your product. I'm just going to name mine Test, and you can see all of the different types of digital products that you can create. I think this is insane. You cannot do this on Etsy, which is one of the reasons that I like Gumroad so much. You can do a digital product, a course or a tutorial, an ebook, a newsletter, a membership, podcast, physical good, or an audiobook. We are going to price it at $20, doesn't matter, and we're just going to click on digital product and go to customize. So we can see the name is here, the description goes here, and then you can customize your URL. You can upload a cover, a thumbnail, and you can change your call to action, put a summary of what you get. There are some additional details that you can add, and you can even integrate your customers into a Circle community or a Discord server, which I think is cool. They have the amount here, and you can even allow customers to pay what they want, which I think is an insane thing. You can offer different variations, and there's a few other settings down here, like limiting the product sales, choosing a different quantity. Let me actually go into one of my products so I can show you kind of what this looks like filled out. So you can see the name is there. This is what I have for my description. I think this is really cool. I found out that you can put a GIF in your description. So this is what the content calendar looks like, parts of it at least, and it flips through a GIF. I did this in Canva. If I show you how to create a digital product and you want to see how I did this here, I can show you in a different video because that was pretty easy to do and it was cool. Got just a couple pictures in there. I have my URL. This is what my cover looks like, my thumbnail, my call to action, and then when you put a summary, the summary shows up right there. This is the preview of what this is going to look like to customers. I didn't put any additional details because there is no additional details to add. I didn't bother with that. I have the amount here. Variations I think is pretty cool. I had at one point a digital content calendar that came in multiple different colors, so you can add different versions, and then I don't mess with anything down there. This is where you add the content. I only have the one thing here, but you can see the name, the description, whatever. Here is what the checkout looks like. You can have a discount code, if there's any shipping or anything, organize what your receipt looks like, and then here is the share. I think this is pretty cool. You can get people to buy directly from your website. Let me actually go and show you what this looks like because I thought this was awesome. I didn't know you could do this. So if I go here to the page on my blog that has my favorite blogging resources, you can shop my product, and if you click buy on Gumroad, it will actually show you directly on your site what people would see on Gumroad, which I think is such an insane feature. And if I hit add to cart here, a little cart will actually show up and show you how much stuff that you have in your cart, which I think is just bonkers. And then I can just pay. People can just buy my products directly from my website. And this works on phone and computer. I was mind blown when I found this. Etsy does not have anything like that. So that is really cool. You can auto trigger your payment form, allow single product purchases only, and all you have to do is add an HTML code into your blog post or whatever. So if you are on WordPress, you can just do /HTML, enter, and put this into there, and it will show up just as it does there. And you can even change the text. And if you put these there, it will change the code, and then you can do it from there. It was super simple to do. Then you can change your categories and your tags. You can decide if you want to display customer ratings, and then boost your product visibility on Gumroad Discover. If you click this, it'll tell you increase your product visibility by setting a higher Discover fee. The higher fee, the better the boost. So you have to have a minimum 30% Discover fee if you want your stuff to be on the Discover tab. And then if someone buys it from the Discover tab specifically, you get that. And you can boost your visibility by paying Gumroad more, essentially, which is interesting. I don't find the need for that because I never use the Discover tab. But if you want to do that, I think it's cool because it's essentially like you're paying for an ad, but you're not paying up front. When you pay for Etsy, I believe you're paying for the ad up front. And with Gumroad Discover, you only pay if you make a sale. And I think that's pretty much it. They have an embed thing here where you can embed this directly on your blog, but I think the buy button is a little bit less clunky than having this whole thing on there. And that is it for posting your products on Gumroad. So if you want to see any more about digital products, let me know down below in the comment section, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.